us to get a better result, and thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to results, then we have the opportunity to shift our thinking. We have an opportunity to change our mindset. And so there's 3 important principles about the mind that I want to share with you. And the first one is that your mind is powerful. Your mind is powerful. We forget this. We sort of just keep on going through life, and we are not aware that we have this incredible instrument called our mind that is available to us. Ladies, you have right now everything that you need in order to have the success that you want. You have everything that you need in order to lead yourselves forward for the best season of your cabbie career. And so we're going to do an exercise to prove to you, because you're like, oh, I think my mind is powerful, but I don't know. So we're going to prove this. On your table, you have an envelope. And in that envelope are some paper clips. And so I want you to go ahead, one person, open that envelope, pass the paper clips around. You're also going to find, along with the paper clips, some thread. And so there's a paper clip for everybody and a piece of thread. It's about this long for everybody. And what I want you to do is I want you to tie that thread to the end of the paper clip so that you have something that looks like this, a paper clip hanging at the end of the thread. So take your time. This is also an exercise in dexterity. You don't need to triple knot it. It's not going to be used for any hiking or expeditions.
I'm going to put these
Just tie it off, and you're going to have about 12 inches of thread with a paper clip hanging at the bottom. And so then you'll show me that you're ready to go when you're able to kind of hold up your thread with the paper clip dangling at the bottom. All right. Let me give you some instructions while the rest of you are finishing up tying off your paper clips. In a minute, you're going to push back just slightly from the table, and you're going to give yourself enough room to be able to hold the thread between your index finger and your thumb, just like this. You're not going to rest your arm on the chair or the table. You're just going to hold it. Won't be too long. And then when I say go, you're going to stop looking up here, and you're going to listen to the instructions that I'm going to give you. And you're going to repeat those instructions in your head while you are staying laser focused on the paperclip. Stylists like us do things like this. We laser focus on the paperclip. If you're clear on the instructions, say, that's me. That's me. All right, so everybody take a look at the paperclip. Listen to my instructions. I want you to start thinking to yourself front to back, front to back. Repeating to yourself, front to back, front to back. Now change your thinking to side to side, side to side, side to side. Now change your thinking one more time to in a circle, in a circle, in a circle, in a circle. All right, all right. So what did you experience? Magic. That's usually the immediate first response. Oh my gosh, magic. Will you go with me to Las Vegas? Yes. So here's what's happening. Your mind is powerful. You repeated in your mind a certain set of instructions, and automatically the paperclip did exactly what you told it to do. I hate to burst your bubble. It's not actually magic. There's no additional Robin power needed. It's just a physiological response that your fingers, even though you don't know you're doing it, are responding to actually influence the paperclip. Now, some of you might not have actually gotten the paperclip. Oh, I've lost my paperclip. That's the other part of the magic trick. I was working with a group of 300 attorneys. I get asked to that group every now and then because I'm a recovering attorney. And they're a pretty tough crowd, so I'm very pleased to be here. And this one gentleman came up to me after the presentation. He goes, you know that paperclip thing? And I was like, yes, I do. And he said, you know, it didn't move. And I said, Okay, well, what were you thinking? And he said, don't move, don't move, don't move. You picked up on it a lot quicker than he did. He turned around and ran off. And then I had a client come in, and leader of a Fortune 100 company, and I did that exercise with her, and we were just across the table from each other, and she was holding the paperclip there, and it was in our first coaching session. And I was wanting to prove to her that her mind was powerful. That was something that was particularly instructional for her based on what she was sharing with me that she was dealing with. And I went through all the instructions, and I was right there, and the paperclip didn't move. And I'm like, okay, here it is, the one in a million. The paperclip's not gonna move. It is just a parlor trick. And so we finished, and she felt a little embarrassed because she knew what the paperclip should have been doing, and yet it wasn't. And so I just said, well, Connie, what were you thinking? And she said, well, I was thinking everything that you told me to do. And I said, were you thinking about anything else? And she said, yes, I was thinking about whether or not you were looking at me, and then I was looking at you. And she filled this whole long list of things that she was thinking about because she was not otherwise focused on the task at hand. So the point is, we can multitask, but if your best is needed, if it matters most in that moment, multitasking is not going to get you where you need to be. Because if your focus is divided, there too is your confidence. She was not 100% confident in her ability to focus, and therefore she would not otherwise get the result that she wanted. So we can multitask. We can walk the dog, chew gum, and talk on the phone, because you know what? It doesn't really matter. But if we are focused on delivering the best show possible, every additional thing that we take on by way of multitasking will dilute our focus and therefore dilute our confidence, and we will start playing not to lose. So very important.